You can't see that, can you? You can. I can't hear that. I can see it, but I can't hear it. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, it's your boy Danny J. Quick here with my boy Kyron Silva, and we want to welcome you to the Foretales podcast. Yeah, we about to talk some comics and get a little bit controversial. Everything from oh, that's hilarious. I can't hear it. I don't know if the people can hear it, but I can.
Oh,
So,
oh God.
oh.
You know what? Forget it. I don't even know anymore. I don't know.
And then
I
we do the
miss
quick takes and get a little bit controversial. I don't even know the rap. I don't even know it.
I miss one show and come back and everything's messed up. This
Ah.
is this is ridiculous.
We about to talk some comics and get a little bit controversial. Everything from something to movie deal level commercial
Mm-hmm.
with no rehearsal when we converse
Okay.
to coerce you.
Uh-huh.
And then we do the quick takes to get a little bit controversial. No, to get a
No?
little bit personal. So join us and get your comic book a few more sales every week wherever you pod is Foretales. There we go.
Okay, there you go.
I got it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Danny.
That's a dope intro.
It is. And you know what? We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics in collaboration with Fourth Wall Productions respectfully brings to you the 142nd episode of the Foretales podcast. I'm your host, Kyron Silva from Taurus Comics. Across that way is the purple writer of Ace Blade, Danny J. Quick, and together we are your two award-winning blurred comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live on Age of Geekdom Network. I have no idea where we are, though, so I'm not going to lie. I don't know if we're on Facebook, if we're on Twitter, if we're on Kick, if we're on Twitch, YouTube, no idea. We are live. I know that.
We
I don't
are
know
live.
where. Okay. I think we might be live on Danny's TikTok. So if you're listening or watching us live, thank you for your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and review your podcast because all your positive reviews, interactions help us reach a bigger audience. Mr. Danny J. Quick, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
I am so messed up right now.
You look a lot better than the last time I saw you, though.
Yeah.
The last pictures that you were sending me did not look good, but you look good, man. You look good.
Thank you. I'd probably say for anybody that isn't aware, I did release a couple photos yesterday. I think it was yesterday of my situation I'm in. I have developed Bell's palsy again for the second time in 4 years.
Yeah.
The left side of my face it was completely numb, completely dead, wasn't moving. I'd probably say I have about 25% of my movement back in my face. So I'm getting better. Good thing is it wasn't a stroke or anything like that. It's temporary. It's just going to take some time for me to get back. But I'm good, man.
Hey, man, I'm just glad you're okay. Glad you're okay, man. I've said this many times. It's really weird not hearing from you several days in a row. And I genuinely get worried when I don't hear from a few people that I've never even met in person, and you're one of those people.
That is weird how the internet has connected us, not just us, you and I, but us, the community that we have.
Yeah.
And to where, like you said, if I don't hear from you or I don't see you post, I figure something's wrong. If I don't see anything from like Fish Lee for a while, I think something's wrong. There are other people like that I have never met. I've maybe talked on the phone with a couple of times here and there. but y'all are like, I don't want to say y'all family, but you're damn near close to family at this point.
Pretty much, man. Like I talk to y'all more than I talk to my actual. I mean, not the family that lives in my house, but like my mom and dad for sure. I talk to you more than I talk to my mother and father for sure, and my aunts and uncles, like all of them. It's wild. It's crazy.
Okay, I will admit I do talk to you more than I probably talk to my actual family.
Yeah.
Like maybe more than I talk to my wife, honestly, because you talk a lot though.
I do not. I'm not as bad as Morgan. Morgan talks a lot.
Okay, well Morgan don't talk to me, so I can't say yes or no. He talks a lot.
He does. Morgan is very loquacious, but you know, yeah, I probably talked to you and Morgan and Javon more than I talk to a lot of my actual direct family. So yeah.
I just realized we probably should share where we are live since we have no idea where we are live at.
Where are we? Yeah, where I know we're live on Twitch. Where are we?
I don't know. So I'm looking right now, trying to check to see. Oh, hey, we are live on Facebook. We are
Okay.
live on YouTube. It looks like under Four Tails.
Okay.
I wonder if we're live on Twitch. Hey, we are live on Twitch too.
Hey, okay. Well, that's
I don't know
good.
how that.
What do we even need to upgrade for?
I don't know. I don't know how that even worked.
Hey, we'll take it.
All right. All right. So this is November 22nd, 2024. This is the second to last episode of season 4 of the Four Tails podcast. Our last episode will be next week around 5 p.m., just like usual. And we're going to have the B.E.A.M Awards. But we decided, since this is going to be the last episode that we can talk to each other, we figured, what are you laughing at?
It's 8 p.m. You said 5 p.m. It's 8 p.m. Eastern. You know, the world, the United States does not run on the Pacific time. You have to say the Eastern time.
Yes, I found that out a lot this week, actually. Because apparently 8 p.m. is not a workable time frame.
Yeah.
For the East Coast people.
Yeah, no. Not 8 p.m. Pacific time. Nah, I'm in the bed by then. I'm in the bed by then.
No, you're not. I've seen you up at 8 p.m. my time.
I mean, rarely. Very rarely, though.
I used to have a friend, though. Like, it would hit 8 p.m. and she'd be like, I'm going to bed. I'd be like, what? Oh, no, Mr. Fish Comics in the chat?
Mr. Fish. Fish Lee in the building. What's happening?
I just got his book in the mail today. Or not today, actually, yesterday.
Fishtail?
No. Alice Lost in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got the digital. I think I got the digital one of that one.
But speaking of Fishtails is one of the final nominations for Anthology of the Year for the B.E.A.M Awards.
Yeah.
And my understanding is a certain Danny J. Quick is a finalist.
Yeah, hey man, best letterer. Shout out to everybody who voted, who participated in the B.E.A.M Awards this year. This is our second year doing it, and we are I'm still liking this thing, man. I like that word. I like what it stands for, and that we get to highlight other creators and people who are doing great things in indie comics, man. I really like that for sure.
Yeah, and I know it's not perfect what we have put together, but I think what we have is actually pretty good. The setup that we have is actually pretty good. So here's hoping that we grow, get better, learn from things, and next year we'll make it even a better reward show.
Yeah.
Award show. Oh my god, I can't talk.
It's okay. Half your face doesn't work. It's all right. You're doing just fine.
Half my brain doesn't work sometimes, so it equals out that way.
There we go.
Hey, you were talking about me and my background. I can hear your kids in the background too, actually.
Oh, can you? I'll be quiet up there. They're playing Mario Party. They're playing Mario Party right now, and that game gets quite rowdy. Have you ever played? Have you played any of Mario Party games with your family?
It's been a minute, but yeah, we played it before.
Yeah, that's one game that we get like every time it comes out. We buy that game because it's one of those games that's just fun, like for the whole family. It's
Okay.
really fun.
All right. What about Mario Kart?
Mario Kart, we usually get Mario Kart, but I'm clearly the best at Mario Kart. Like that's one of those games that I won't let them win in, you know, just because I'm better than everybody at Mario Kart. So, you know, they're not as excited to
Okay.
play it. DJ's pretty good at it, but
You need to specify you're better than everybody in your house, not everybody, just in your house.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good now.
Yeah, I know. In your house. I mean, like you're saying, you're
I'm
you're you're
fairly
the best
confident.
in your house.
I'm fairly confident. Anybody that I play with, I'll be very competitive with. Whoever it
I
is,
mean,
I'm
we can
fairly
roll up
confident.
on some internet connection soon. We
Hey,
haven't done a Friday game
that's true.
in a
That's
while,
true.
so
That's true. Hey,
we
I'd
can
be happy
switch
to.
it.
We can play Mario Kart now. Hey,
Okay.
I'll be happy to. Be
All
happy
right.
to.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. And we need to get
Okay.
back on Fortnite too. Now that the new season is out, we should do that. You know, Eminem and Snoop Dogg are in there. So
Are you serious?
yeah, Eminem, Snoop Dogg. I think either Glorilla or Sexy Red is supposed to be in it too. One of those two.
Oh
Um,
God.
but you know, it's one of those bridge seasons where they're just like throwing stuff in there to get to the next build or whatever. So
What comes after this though?
I have no clue. I have
Okay.
no clue.
I thought it was cool when they started adding things like Marvel and Lego, and
Yeah.
was DC in there for one point?
I thought it was supposed to go to the next Marvel thing because they had a whole storyline. Like they had the Doctor Doom storyline, the
Yeah,
Fantastic
yeah.
Four was supposed to show up, is what I
Mm.
thought was coming next, but you know, they went to the rapper stuff. So
All right.
no, yeah, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Sexy Red. Yeah.
Why is Sexy Red in that?
I don't know. I
Is
don't
she
know.
that popular
I
right
guess
now?
she's not Eminem or Snoop Dogg for
I
sure.
know. Like we talking about icons in the
Yeah.
industry with Eminem and Snoop Dogg, and I get Sexy Red is hot, and that's not a pun in any way of talking about her, but um,
Hey,
she's popped up on WWE a couple times too, and I'm like, why?
yeah, I don't necessarily get it, but you know, I'm too old to be in the pop culture. Did you check out the Tyson Jake Paul fight?
Unfortunately,
Man, I'm so old now. Like I got so frustrated with the lag, with the buffering, that I just cut it off. I watched I watched the first two fights. I watched the first two fights, and then by the time that the ladies fought, it was
which
buffering
that
so bad.
that
Missed,
I can't remember her name, but she should have won.
yeah,
The other
and
girl
I
should have won.
I ended up watching that fight and the main event the next morning. And those were the best two. I mean, that one was the best one, and then the undercard with Guerrera
Yeah,
was really good. Pereira was really good.
but I mean, I talked with this with my brother. What did that fight, as far as the Tyson Paul fight itself, what does that do for boxing at all?
Brought fans. I think it brought so it did
Mm,
do a couple things.
mm,
It did bring excitement about boxing to Netflix, right? They want to start doing live events. You saw that they did the live. They've been doing a lot more live what is it? Comedy shows like the
yeah,
stand up. They did
sure.
Chris Rock's thing was live. They've been doing a lot more like live things on Netflix. So they want to bring like sports to Netflix. WWE is coming to Netflix next year.
Mhm.
So they want to be able to stream live events, right? So this thing really showed them what their limits were like to the capabilities because it brought so many eyes onto Netflix at the same time.
I get
Um,
that. I mean, I think I read it showed like 40 million people watched it, which is the most watched boxing match I think ever.
wow.
But as far as adding credibility to boxing and making boxing something that people want to come back to, did that do anything for that?
I don't know. I think it.
I
I
don't
think
think
it
it
may
did.
have because like you said, the undercard fights I think were the real boxing, right? Then
Yeah.
you got the draw, the marketing gimmicks, which is Jake Paul. Jake Paul has
I'm sorry. 108 people watched the
108
boxing.
million.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And that's crazy numbers. But if 108 million watched that and like 98 million of those people said this was a crap fight, is it really
But
worth it?
but also everybody that I've talked to has said that the undercards were the better fights. Like the
Yeah.
actual, if you were actually
Okay.
wanting to see good fights, all of the undercards delivered on that. So now we all knew Mike Tyson was old. They did a great job promoting that. They did a
They
great
did.
job. The build up for that was great, but
They
that
did.
wasn't
Even the
good
viral
boxing.
stuff showing like Paul being out of shape and stuff, that was
Mhm.
actually sort of funny. And
Yeah,
I will give Jake I will get it was Jake Paul, right?
yeah.
No.
Is Jake or Logan? Was it Logan? I don't know.
Logan's the one that did wrestling. Yeah, it was Jake. Um, I will give Jake Paul some credit for showing a lot of composure and reining himself in to not just destroy Tyson in those final couple of rounds when we all knew Tyson was gassed and just could not keep going. I'll give him credit for that. I respect a person for that. But at least for me, that was more of a mockery of boxing. I mean,
Mhm.
you're right. The first 3 matches, 4 matches, the undercard matches, and the women's match, those are good. Those are fine. But I mean, we all came for one thing, honestly,
Right. A lot of
and
people
that
don't even like a lot of people who don't watch boxing didn't even know that there was there were going to be fights before the main
yeah,
event. Like they thought
it was
they
just
were
gonna be
going to
that
put
one
it up
fight.
at 8 and they were going to fight. No, it don't work like that. If you have watched a boxing match, there are always fights before. They're always set up, and then the main event is usually 10, 11 o'clock, whatever real prime time is 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Mm.
8 or 7 or 8 Pacific time is when the prime time stuff happens. So there was no, hey, thank you for that. Thanks, Demi. Somebody join the team. They sent me a heart.
Oh,
But
thank
yeah,
you
man,
for that, Demi.
like Mike says, the undercard matches were good. They were definitely worth watching. Especially the ladies fight. So
Yeah.
hey,
What?
we need to figure that out. We need to figure out something like that for comics. Like we need to figure out a marketing gimmick. We can do Ace Blade versus Saw, or something like that. And then
Aren't you already doing like 3 crossovers with Ace
don't,
Blade?
don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about
No,
what I'm doing. I'm
no,
trying
no.
to get Ace
We about
Blade.
to talk about that.
I'm trying
You're
to get Ace
doing
Blade in as many stuff as I can. I'm about to get him. I'm about to put him in this video game. Y'all can quit playing around.
which one? Isn't he going in that vigilante? No, is that
Vigilant
what it
Combat,
is? Yeah, is that what he's going in? Mm-hmm.
maybe, maybe y'all might see Ace Blade in Vigilant Combat. Um, I got to talk to Lee Giles. They sent me over some stuff, but like we talked about with I don't know if you were in the comments of the show last week when we talked to Imani.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking into licensing. Like I'm looking into licensing for Ace Blade, and that's one of the things. That's basically a licensing agreement to license your character to you know that company to put them in a game, and you
Right.
share the profits, and you can get paid for your character appearing in a game if it's successful.
Oh yeah.
And
Shout out to Money and shout out to Michael Watson for stepping in honestly at the last moment
yeah,
and taking over for me. Really appreciate that. You guys had a great show last week. I was actually watching some of it live and then I fell asleep because my face was like, F this, you can't not focus.
I was honestly very nervous about it. I had not done this show without you at all. I wasn't. I was advocating for shutting the whole show down. To be honest with
You
you,
really were. You were like, nope. You really said, Kyron, you're not going to be here. We're not going to do
there,
this.
there is no Fortale without Kyron. It just isn't. So, thankfully, Michael Watson was able to step in. He does know the controls and stuff like that. He did a great job. And me and Mike have been on enough live streams together that he couldn't never replace Kyron, but
Mm.
he did a good job filling in for sure.
Okay. All right. Mr. Fish
I've been
Comic
I've
says
been replaced several times though, but
you really have, actually.
but
You
it's
are
all
easily replaceable. I'm just saying.
it's all good. I understand.
Mr. Fish Comic says we'll do a pay-per-view draw between him and Todd McFarlane where he pretends to be feeble for a fat check.
I like it.
Okay.
Let's set it up. And then on the undercards, we can have Kyron go against I don't know, Aries, just throwing it out there. And a draw off, and then we can have, I don't know, Wally go against I don't know who, just to bring some attention to the arts, man. I love it.
Okay, why is it Fish gets to go against Todd McFarlane and I have to go against, and no offense to him, but why am I going against Aries? Why can't I go against, like, I don't know, Rob Liefeld or Jim Lee or Daryl Banks?
I've seen how fast you draw. You're an amazing artist. But Fish Lee is the fastest pen in indie comics. He just is. He could probably draw 10 things by the time Todd McFarlane draws one.
Okay, fine. I'll go against somebody who draws slow then. I mean, I'm just saying, why does he get to go against one of the legends and not? And why am I in the undercard?
We can't pay all the legends to go against everybody else. We can only pay one legend to come in. It's got to be Todd McFarlane. He got to face somebody, and it was Fish's idea. So Fish gets to go against the legend.
We're gonna get 100 million viewers, just like Netflix did. So we can afford it. 100 million at $19.99. We got this.
Well, at $19.99, we'll be able to pay for this restream. I'll tell you that. We'll pay for this restream for sure.
100 million people, $19.99 each. We got that. We can pay a bunch of legends for that.
We can do this regularly if we can pull that off. Shoot.
We only need to do it once.
Hey,
and we set.
They played 10, 12, 13, 18. That other Black Rose getting a spin-off.
200 set.
Hey, I'll figure it out. Shoot. I'll be out there like Mike Tyson showing my butt cheeks off.
Yo, that was the best part. Because he had just kissed his kid too. And then just walked off. His butt cheek was just out.
Out, bro. Hey, it's crazy. Oh, Fish is calling out Rob Liefeld. Hey, call him out. That's what I'm talking about. Liefeld, and you got to draw feet, and we gotta make a rule that you got to draw the full body. You got to do it.
Can't hide behind smoke and
hide behind explosions and rocks and stuff.
Okay. And no gritting of the teeth. It has to be some type of facial expression, not just. Oh man, that was out. I still can't get over Mike Tyson's butt cheek. Just because his son was the one interviewing him. Just think he was just sitting there like, "Dad, put some pants on. Put some pants on, Dad, please. No, don't kiss me right now. No, no."
For Mike to be, what was he, 60? How old is Mike? 60 something?
58.
Mike 58. Be 58. Bruh. To go 8 rounds, even though they were short rounds, go 8 rounds in a ring throwing punches, that is not
that's easy.
Bro, it's not easy.
It is not easy. And not just throwing the punches, but I mean,
he actually being hit.
Yeah. I just wonder, all those people that were like, "Oh, Mike Tyson's going to kill him." I mean, did y'all really think that? The dude.
Again, these are people. The general fan has not really watched boxing. I'm a general fan, but I at least follow Mike Tyson enough to know that in the past 10 years when he's done these things, it has not been the same Mike Tyson. He looked old when he fought Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he looked old then, and
that was only 3 years ago.
This was marketed way better than that, but I knew that Mike Tyson was not going to get in that ring and be the old Mike. Even though the clips and stuff made it look great, as a person who does social media, I know that you can take 10 takes You can find if
And
you record all day, you can find
you're gonna
something.
find good. Yep.
You can find something to make it look right. What's up, Brad? How you doing, man?
And even if it doesn't look right, with enough editing, slow
Right.
motion,
Yeah.
Michael Bay shaking camera, it looks exciting.
Throw some Jerry Bruckheimer explosions in there. You
Yep.
got it going, man.
Brad Arnie in the chat. What's going on, Brad? Nice to see you. Hey, there we go. That's the next pay-per-view. We're gonna pay-per-view Brad showing off his comic collection.
Yeah, that's gonna be the in between. That in the pay-per-view. So we'll have Fish versus McFarlane as the headliner. Then we'll do like different segments in between, live from Brad Arnie's house, showing off his collection. And then me and you can host it. Me and you can, and we just need to find out Rosie Perez. We just need to find out Rosie Perez. What's Fee doing? Get Fee to come in, and then we just host it online. Yeah, man, we got it. We building a we. Why isn't somebody paying us to do this?
At this point, what is Rosie Perez doing? Let's just get her.
Yeah, let's just get Rosie Perez. She knows enough about comics. She can talk. She can. No, we need. You know who we need? We need Victor Dandridge. That's who we need.
There we go.
We need Victor Dandridge as our Rosie Perez. That's exactly what it is, bro. We just made an event. Like, what in the world? People would pay to see that, right?
I'm sure Brad would pay it because he got money to spend. I don't know about anybody else.
Brad would pay. I think there's plenty of comic book fans that would love to see like a draw off. If we could get Liefeld versus McFarlane, like people would actually, who was calling me from Wake Forest? What in the world?
Tim Duncan
would actually tune in. Thank you, Miss D. To tune in to see that for sure.
Okay, I mean we can do a versus thing, like how they used to do with the musicians and stuff like that. We can do that.
We could really probably do like Fish versus Watson. Like,
I've been asking for that for years to see that, but they too big and they too busy.
They too busy.
Brad says, I think the only person that wanted Jake Paul to win was Jake Paul. You know what? After seeing him show Mike respect, I think Jake Paul was happy to be there, but he was honored to be there also. I'll be, and I don't like any of the Paul brothers. I find both of them annoying.
Yeah.
But I think you can show he had respect for Mike Tyson and all he's done. Mr. Fish says Brad praised through each round, showing off another long box. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like it. Voodoo Jedi on TikTok just said, "Who's gonna go against Mark Silvestri?" I say Jim Lee. I say we get Jim Lee to go against Mark Silvestri. They got similar styles. You know what I'm saying? Draw Batman. Both of y'all draw Batman right now. I'd pay to see it.
I mean, I think we all would pay to see that. I really do think so.
Jim Lee's commission prices are a little too high right now, though. Like,
aren't they like six figures now?
I can't. I don't know if we can afford.
I really think they're like six figures to have him.
I don't know if we can afford Jim Lee, to be honest with you.
Wait. Fish says that he really wants to do a weekly character draw-off show. Let's do this. I will find. We could really do that actually.
Yeah. Once we get this restream back up and running, like, literally could. We literally could do that.
Hey, speaking of characters battling out, if you guys want to check out our social media on Mondays, I did create something called Monday Melees, where every Monday I'm going to post on our social media accounts 2 random combo characters, and you guys get to vote to see who wins. So if you guys want to do that, this week it was Doctor Strange versus Wonder Woman. I think voting wise, Wonder Woman was up. So if you guys want to do that, you can check it out on our Twitter, Facebook, TikTok every Monday.
Yo, how about I just introduced my son to Death Battles. He had never watched Death Battle before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were watching. Can't remember the one that I was watching. It was Vegeta versus Thor. Thor. I was watching. I was like, oh yeah, you would like that because today is DJ's birthday. Actually, today's birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to him.
And I was taking him up to Best Buy because he wanted a new controller for his Switch. So took him up there, and we had Death Battle playing, and I was like, "Yo, have you seen this?" And he's a big fan of, like, he loves Dragon Ball Z. He loves like One Punch Man. I showed him the One Punch Man versus Popeye episode, and he was like, "Yo, why is Popeye so OP? What's up with that? It's crazy. It's
Says
literally
spinach.
it's literally crazy." So
Uh, Brad wants to know if he has to wear a bikini. No,
yes,
you don't have to wear a bikini. No, you don't
yes,
have to wear a
yes,
bikini.
yes, it does.
Oh,
A speedo?
I was gonna say a speedo or a jock strap like Mike Tyson had on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
So it doesn't have to be bikini. We don't care about the top, just the bottom.
We're gonna put it in the contract for you, Brad. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I like it.
And Fish, I am actually, I really do think that could be something. We can get you with somebody every week. That could actually be something really interesting. And maybe not you every week, Fish, but I think that would be a cool premise. And maybe people can watch and they can bid on who the winner is. They
Yeah.
can bid on the winning piece. I don't know. But that's something cool. Um,
So, what you got coming up, Kyron, for 2025? Since this might it'll be our actual last talk show. You know, the last time we're actually talking on live for 2024. What do we have to look forward to from you and Taurus Comics for 2025?
I have no idea, honestly. All right, I'll be honest. The plans right now are so on hold for everything with Taurus Comics because I'm focused so much on Battle of the Black Rose Part 2. Plus, I've been working on I Drive for Server Part 3, which shout out to Sean Barbour, writer of I Drive for Server. And I'm mentioning this because he has made this very public, but he got full custody of his kids. And I am very happy for that man because he worked his ass off to have that, and he deserves it because he loves his kids so much. So, shout out to Sean. But uh, I do not have anything planned as of this moment for 2025 from Taurus Comics. I have a concept of a plan,
Mm,
um, but
those seem to work.
nothing's yeah, nothing's set in stone. Though. If anything, what would come out would be Saw issue 5 and Starcore issue 2. If anything comes out next year, it's going to be those two.
I like it.
More likely,
I love to
Star,
see those two books.
Saw issue 5 would probably be the first thing. I do have another book though that it's been bouncing in my head for years, um, and I was going to talk to you about it about what if I should do this, but off camera type thing. But I think it's a pretty interesting concept, and I wanted to get your opinion on it and what do you think I should do. Mr. Fish says, "Congrats, Sean. Thank you." But yeah, that's the concept of the plan I have. What about you? What's up with Fourth Wall for next year?
Busy.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll be really busy because next year, um, right off the bat, we're going to be doing an Ace Blade Kickstarter on February the 5th, 2525. We'll be doing a Ace Blade Kickstarter for Ace Blade number 9. After that, it'll be Ballad of Black Rose. Um, the King Supreme graphic novel is finally going to release, hopefully around July. We'll get another issue of Ace Blade in there, Ace Blade 10, hopefully in the fall of 2025. We might try to squeeze in an issue of Queen Zaje. Um, we might be doing an issue of A Matter of Shadows. Then we're going to have the Lumberjacks graphic novel coming out, and more stuff, man. Like Harlem issue 2 supposed to be coming out. We got a lot of stuff that we're working on, and you know, hopefully we'll get to get it all done because it's a lot.
That sounds like a lot, dude.
It is.
Um, that's amazing that you're coming up with all that because as your editor in chief, I didn't know half of that was
You
coming
definitely
out.
did. You definitely
Okay,
did know that.
I did. You're right. I did.
It was.
You're right. No. I'm actually excited to be a part of the team. You know that, and I'm excited to see what happens with this. We just got to work and figure out ways to expand and get this out
We
more.
got to figure out what we're gonna do now that TikTok is definitely gonna be gone forever. So
Oh
we have to
yeah,
figure that out because that's been the TikTok shop has been very good to me these past 2 years, this past year and a half. And if it shuts down, we gotta figure something out because it's been nice being able to pay bills. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, next week we have the B.E.A.M Awards.
Yep.
We hope you guys come back and check out all the awards. The judges have been looking at the finalists' work. My understanding is checking out everything and scrutinizing as much as possible
Right.
with their fair and honest reviews of everything. And we plan to show. I don't know how to say this. We plan to be here live with all the results, and hopefully no one's going to question our results and question why these people were winning. So,
If they do question, we'll have answers for them.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it at all.
You've seen the nominations, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anybody that's on there that may surprised you or?
No. No,
Okay.
I don't. There's nobody on there in the nominations that surprised me. I know we did have a little hiccup in the beginning because one of the, I want to say two of the titles that were nominated were not actually published in the right time frame. But other than that, I think we got a solid group of contenders here.
And I just actually found out today that one of the creators that were nominated for a artist is not an artist.
Oh,
So I got to go back and change that.
put fish in there again.
No, I think
Double fish Lee. Hey, as a matter of fact, we should do like if you won the B.E.A.M Award last year, you get to just automatically get submitted for the next year, even if you don't publish anything. Just to make it exciting. Just to make it exciting. Who can be
automatic nomination?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
What did Fish win last year in our B.E.A.M Awards? I can't remember.
Didn't he get cup? No, that wasn't cover. Was it cover? What did you get last year?
I can't remember. I don't. I have to go back and look.
Bro, it was only a year ago. It seems like we should remember these things, but
yeah,
we are both old now. So
we are. But yeah, come back next year. Next Friday, same time, and we'll be dressed up to the nines, as they say.
Yep.
I'm be wearing a t-shirt, dude. I don't know about you.
I'll have on something purple.
Okay. You don't even have something purple on right now. That's crazy.
I can't show you, but Ace Blade is in the back. So
I see Ace Blade all naked in the background.
He's not naked. He's fully clothed. He doesn't have his utility belt on, so technically, yeah, he is a little naked.
All right. Oh, Fish said he won nothing last year. Oh,
I could have sworn Fish won something. Maybe it was just
he was nominated. I know that.
It was just freestyle. Freestyle comics. Freestyle won something.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I can't do this. Oh,
can't even do quick takes.
Can't even do the fake out quick take.
Quick takes.
Oh, this is horrible. All right. Well, anyways, quick takes is a rapid fire Q&A session where I ask you a bunch of questions based off your social media. You're going to have 45 seconds, Danny. If you weren't aware, you get 45 seconds to do this.
Take my time.
No, you're only going to get 45 seconds.
We don't got a timer. We don't got no timer.
What? Can you count to 45?
No, not while I'm thinking of answers to questions. That's impossible.
Okay. All right. Well, then here, I'll put a timer up on the screen.
Dang. Okay. We do.
Can you hear it?
No, I cannot.
Why can't you hear it? No. All right. Anyways, I don't know how to turn the volume off for that. It's all the way up too. All right. Question number 1.
Let's do it.
You recently put on your social media your what's it called? Something called humble out of respect. Humble out of respect, not fear. What does
Mm,
that mean to you?
yes. I have recently come of the mind that the things that I have done, as far as comic books go, are worthy of the success that we are having. It's not a huge success, but the success that we are having. But I do um I never want to be braggadocious or have a big ego about those things because I know that um it can come and go very quickly. But for people, the people who, you know, there are, everybody has haters out there, but just know that I am very humble, just out of respect for the community and respect for, the weight of, what storytelling is, but not because I'm scared of anybody, not because I'm scared to go into any situation and prove that, you know, I'm actually good at this. I think I'm actually a good writer, a good marketer, and that's all that is. I do have some confidence in me. I might not be, I might play around a lot, but I am a very confident person, and just try to stay humble. I think
Okay.
that's I think that's yeah.
Okay. Question number two.
How's it gonna happen?
Um, Actually, I'm gonna change this on.
No, you can't change it. Can't change it right now.
I can because it's my
That's my
Kendrick
job.
Lamar.
It's my job.
Uh, Kendrick Lamar just dropped a new album today,
Yep.
and we were talking about it earlier. And I want to know what is the best song on Kendrick's new album?
On Kendrick's new album, the best song is Reincar. I think it might either be Reincarnated or Man in the Garden. In my opinion, one of those two. Squabble Up is really good too. No, Whacked Out Morals is good. Man in the Garden is good. Reincarnated is good. But I think I've listened to Man in the Garden the most so far. I think I repeated that one the most times. Gloria is really good also, though. That's the one with SZA. I'm gonna go with Gloria because it has a very good melody. Um, Kendrick and SZA have a really good pairing, so I'm gonna go with Gloria.
Reincarnated is the snippet that he had on They're Not Like Us, right?
No, that's
No,
actually um, Squabble Up.
is it? Okay,
I think.
all right.
Yeah, that's actually Squabble Up.
Oh, all right.
Reincarnated is a song where he talked about the history of the music industry and how Lucifer came to Earth to deceive people um, and to make music evil, but he is the reincarnation and he's taking back music and using it to help people.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Question number three. DC has been on a heater recently with their absolute Batman, absolute Wonder
Yes.
Woman,
Yes.
absolute Superman. So I want to know because you recently put a post saying absolute static, absolute hardware, absolute rocket, absolute icon. So if you had the chance and DC came up to you and said, Danny J. Quick, we want you to write one of these books. Which of the four that I just mentioned would you write and why?
I wouldn't write any of those four.
No, you had to pick from those four because that's what you posted.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't write any of those four.
Oh, you want absolute cobalt, huh?
I would actually write absolute lanterns. I would like
No.
I would write absolute Green Lantern and because I think that there are definitely better people to write the Milestone books. I would create something new for Milestone. Um Absolute Ace Blade would be dope in the Milestone universe. But um yeah, I don't if it had to be those four, it would be absolute static. But yeah, it would be absolute static if it had to be those four. Hardware, I could do something interesting with. Icon, I know there are better people to write for Icon than me. But Static and Hardware are the ones that I have probably the closest um, personal ties to, and I could make a very personal story, with those characters. I think. I do shout out to Joe Illich though, because the new Shadow Cabinet with Rocket. I don't know if y'all have read it yet, but that first issue of Shadow Cabinet was really good, like
Okay.
really, really good. And what he's doing with Rocket, very solid, very
Is it a
solid.
continuation of the original Milestone series?
It's a continuation of the new Milestone series,
Yeah,
but
like their
does
relaunch of everything.
yeah. So but it is after. So when in DC, when what's his name, Batman, Superman's Brainiac uh took over the
Mm,
world, and this is actually after that. So this picks up after Brainiac has stripped the world of all the superheroes, and Rocket is pretty much the only superhero out and about, you know trying to take care of things. Like, she's one of the only public facing superheroes in the DC universe,
okay.
on Earth anyway. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. A Nazi makes an appearance. Um, it's pretty cool.
Okay. World at War comic. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, brother? It's good to see you.
All right. Question number 4. Talking about writing comics and writing characters. If you could write any comic that's not from Fourth Wall, who would you write?
You mean indies or just any comic?
Any comic.
Green Lantern. I want to write Green Lantern.
Okay.
I actually have what I believe would be an amazing Green Lantern story. It's actually not even a Green Lantern story.
Well,
So
is
much
it a
as
Green Lantern or is it not a Green Lantern?
Sapphire. It's I have an amazing idea for the Purple Lanterns and
You mean the Indigo Lanterns?
yeah, the Indigo
Or the
Lantern,
Violet Lanterns?
Indigo,
Okay.
and Green Lantern. But I would need to create new characters. I actually want to find somebody at DC that I can pitch this idea to, because I think it would be very good. And that's one thing that I want to write. I also want to write Deadpool, but the the Lanterns are something that I'm really passionate about.
Well, I mean, Joe Illich. Just saying.
Yeah, I do. You're right. I'm gonna
I'm
ask him how I
just
can do that.
saying. All
I'm
right.
gonna-
Mr. Fish says he
What
wants to
about
write
you?
Kite Man.
Who would you write or draw if you could write or draw any
No,
comic
I'm sorry.
outside
Is this
outside of?
Kyron's quick takes or is this
I
Danny's
mean, it
quick take?
kind of is.
No, no,
What would you want to write or draw
nope.
from?
Question number 5. You do another show called Top 5 Live where you and Morgan and Javon do a top 5 list every week. Sometimes you have
And Justin now.
and
Yep.
Justin. Yeah, sorry. That's
Yep.
what I was going to say, and Justin. So my question for you is, especially with the holidays coming up, I want to know oh wait, I got to reset this. Your top 5 Mario games. I fooled you on that one, didn't I?
Top
You
five
thought it was
Mario.
going to be top 5 Christmas songs.
It was gonna be. It was gonna be.
No, it
That's
wasn't.
okay.
No.
Top 5 Mario games. Paper Mario.
Okay.
No, Super Mario Sunshine is at 5. Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. We're gonna go with Super Mario World. We're gonna go Mario 3, and then we're gonna go Super Mario 64 at number 1.
Wow. You had that just ready.
Mario games are. There have been some really good Mario games, but like, it's really ridiculous how many good Mario games there have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I read this? Kite Man and Stilt Man, Mr. Fish wants to write.
Top 5 Christmas songs, Just for Now by the Pentatonics.
No, we're not worried about Christmas
Let
songs.
It Snow
No,
by
no.
Boyz II Men.
And that should be higher,
I
not
Saw
number
Mommy
4.
Kissing Santa Claus by the Jacksons. Silent Night, Temptations, and number 1, This Christmas by Donny Hathaway.
I don't know why you would say those. It's not like that was going to be a question.
I had them ready. I had thought about it since I saw it at the beginning of the show.
That was not going to be the question, though.
Yes, it
Jeez.
was. Yes, it was.
Mr. Fish says Super
Mario
Mario
Galaxy
Galaxy.
was really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be in the
That's,
top 7 or 8.
I mean, there's so many good Mario games.
So many
For a
good.
franchise that's been around for 40 years now,
Yeah,
to have that many good games, there really aren't a lot of misses.
yeah.
I
Even
mean,
even the misses have been like cult class. Like Super Mario RPG,
yeah,
that was a flop, but it was actually a really
it's still,
good game.
yeah, it was still a lot better than a lot of the other games that are coming out and that's
Yeah,
been out.
and
All
all of the Paper Mario games have been good. I actually, me and my son said back when this was a theater room. You see that we got this screen, that little white thing right there. That was a
right.
movie screen that we put
Mm-hmm.
up, and we used to have theater chairs in here. And we got a projector to watch movies in here. We sat down here and played the Paper Mario Color Splash, and we both cried at the end of that game because it was so good. Like it was solid. It was very, very good.
Okay. Have you ever watched any of those people play those custom Mario levels?
Oh yeah, like Super Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
I
mean,
don't have the
mm-mm.
I would rage out so bad, bro. I don't I would just rage out so bad trying that. I
And,
couldn't.
and, and damn you, TikTok! I watched one video, and now half my feed is these people playing these games over and over again. I'm like,
Yeah.
it was one video, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was Quick Takes. This week's Quick Takes were brought to you by Gemini Mailers. Use code ACEWAY to get 10% off.
I need a beer.
I just figured to do. I really miss my music and
We gotta get
everything.
it back. We gotta get it
We
back.
got it. I know. But I appreciate you, Danny, as always. And again, thank you, Michael Watson, for stepping in last week, being part of this. Where can people follow you, Danny? Check you out? Things like that.
If you want to find us, the best place to go is fourthwallpros.com. And if you want to find me on social media, it's at the Ace Blade on all social media sites, now including Blue Sky and Fanbase.
Mm-hmm. What is Fanbase?
It's a black-owned social media platform.
Okay.
The guy, what's his name? The son of, I can't remember his name, but he owns it. It's the son of Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes' son, I think, owns it. But anyways,
Isaac Hayes III is the founder and CEO of Fanbase, a social media app that helps content creators monetize their influence. Okay. All right. I guess I'll have to.
What about you, Kyra? Where can people find you?
I didn't even change that to purple. This. Sorry. You can find me and my books at TaurusComics.com. I am at all social media networks, including Blue Sky, at Taurus Comics. Also on, although I am on Threads on Taurus Comics also. And if you want to, maybe if this is your first time checking out this podcast, you can go to fourtalespodcast.com. That is the number 4 TAL.
4TALES podcast.com. And if this is your first time checking us out, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time, stay vigilant, my friend. We're out of here.
You want to do the music, the outro too? Because I ain't got no music to cut this out.
I want to know what it is. Quick and try to say. All right, that's all.